morning, Unity of Savannah. How's everybody doing this morning? We're going to invite you to stand up if you feel like it, as you're able, and you can clap your hands, move around a little bit. This song is my favorite song. It's we do it every Sunday. Never going to change. We love it. It's a positive affirmations, and we hope you'll sing along with us. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Hey, how about our drummer back there? Say hi to Vicky, Victoria.
We're so glad to have you all with us. Want to say hello to the folks watching on the internet. Still got a lot of people sitting at home watching on the internet. So welcome to y'all too.
I'm in the right place. This morning we are focused on forgiveness and gratitude. So we're going to sing a little song to get the gratitude energy going. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful 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 day. And I don't even care if it's raining. Hey, will y'all, somebody pull the shades up and let some light in this room. Thank you very much. What are you grateful for? You grateful for us? Thank you for us, Spirit. Thank you for us. Thank you for us, Spirit. Thank you for us. Thank you for you. Point at somebody. I'm grateful for you. My friends. My beautiful, my beautiful, my beautiful 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 friends. I'm grateful for all the people that are joining us online this morning. Turn around and give a big wave to everybody. Hello, Internet. I'm grateful for the rain. We should send a little bit to our friends out in the Southwest. We're going to do a little rain dance. Thank you for the rain, Spirit. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain, Spirit. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain, Spirit. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain, Spirit. Thank you. Healing, this healing, this healing, this healing rain. 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 Let's say thank you for my friends. Turn to somebody and say, you are my friend. I say thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My beautiful, my beautiful, my beautiful friends. My beautiful, my beautiful, my beautiful friends. My beautiful, my beautiful, my beautiful friends. Here we go. My beautiful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Good morning. Good morning. Tell somebody good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see everybody. I'm feeling good today. Perfect vision manifests through me now. Ooh, it worked. I can see. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Reverend Dale Worley. I'm the minister here at Unity of Savannah. We are a center for spiritual awakening where we recognize God as what? Life, love, and the ground of all being. And we celebrate God by living fully, loving lavishly, and being all that we can be. So we always like to put God first. So I've invited Reverend Judith to open with prayer this morning.
Thank you, Reverend Dale.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And thank you for all the music, Victoria and
Yeah.
Kyle. Thank you, yes. Well, it's good to be back, isn't it? So
Yes.
glad to be here. So today, let's go into prayer. You may want to close your eyes. And I suggest you put both feet on the floor and rest your hands in your lap, just how you feel comfortable. Palms up, palms down, holding hands, whatever speaks well for you. And take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, let go of all the busyness of the mind. Just continue breathing, but see the top of your head as though it's open. And out of that top of your head are flying butterflies. These are all the busy thoughts of the day. And take another deep breath, and as you exhale, smile. Just feel how good it is to smile. I hear we have over 300 nerve endings in our face. And as we smile, we let go. We relax all those nerve endings. So today, let's do a little process, though. Imagine that you have a bubble, like a bubble that you blow like children blow. So it's crystal, but it's pink. And inside that bubble, we're going to make a little space to put it in. The bubble will stay whole, put anyone or anything that you feel a bit of animosity to, that gives you a little grief. And let's just surround that thought or that person with love. This beautiful pink bubble is filled, is surrounding this person, just like we do in the prayer of protection. We are protecting this thought that we no longer want within us. And we're just sending it off and letting the universe fill that space, that person with love, so that for this service, we no longer have that making a shadow over us. We're emptying our cup so that we can fill it up. Take a deep breath. Exhale. See that bubble floating away. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, again, smile. You have an empty cup now to be filled with all the gratitude, all the love that we are going to experience today and be able to take with us. And you know that this truly is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. So, our vision, mission, and purpose statements, and thank you, Reverend Judith. That was a beautiful prayer. Can we applaud a prayer? Is that okay? I felt really good because I found it hard to think of somebody to put in my bubble. It's like, I can't think of anyone I have an animosity towards today. And every day isn't that like that. So I'm like, oh, this is good. Thank you, God. So we always like to review our vision, mission, and purpose statements because this is what we're here to be and to do. They're more than just statements. They're affirmative prayers. So we want to hold these in our heart. We want to pray them together when we get together. Every Sunday or anytime we get together, I like to review them. We like to start in prayer and put God first and then declare what we're here to be and do. So if you would, say these with me, affirm these with me. Our vision, we connect through the energy of joy and oneness. And now our mission, we embrace a positive, loving, an uplifting approach to spirituality. I like the word embrace. Give yourself a hug. That feels good. And our purpose. We are an inclusive spiritual community. Tell someone, you are included. It's good to have you here today. And so this is June, obviously. It's a month of celebration. This morning, we're focusing on 3 qualities of forgiveness, gratitude, and serenity. And I'll go into that a little bit more later. But right now, we're going to light our Christ candle to represent the divine idea of world peace.
World peace. Peace shared between people spreads throughout the world. I contribute to world peace when I join in spirit with all people who dedicate themselves to expressing divine love, united in the belief that God is within everyone. I affirm the divinity of humankind and honor each person as a unique expression of God.
I recognize and release any unkind thoughts or feelings toward any person or group of people. I respect all others and seek to learn more about customs and beliefs that are unfamiliar to me as I grow in the spirit of kinship. I believe in a warm, friendly attitude. I believe a warm, friendly attitude communicates my intentions as effectively as my words. I smile easily and extend myself to others in a spirit of friendship. I remain mindful that as peace flowers between individuals, peace grows in the world. From the book of Micah, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So our affirmation today is peace shared between people spreads throughout the world. Peace shared between people spreads throughout the world.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Surely the presence of our Lord is in this place. Surely the very presence of God resides within. And at this time, I invite you to relax, to sit back and invite God in. Open your mind and be. Allow the very presence of who you are and whose you are to be. And as you come to recognize that Spirit, God, Jehovah, Elohim, Muhammad, whatever is already in you. And what you are doing is opening a way for its expression. And so as you open the way to forgive, go before and give. What are you giving? Who are you giving to? And as you recognize your oneness with the very Spirit of God, you are giving to you. You are giving love. You are giving caring. You are giving protection to yourself. And because you know and know that you know that you are deserving of all the love, all the caring, and all the protection. What is it that you feel? You feel grateful. You feel loved. And as you rest in the love of your God, you experience serenity, peace, the very peace that gives you serenity.
was yesterday may not be today. Spirit expressing in a different way, everything changes. People come and go, didn't see that in the cards. But on with the show, and you will cry out your tears. You will laugh out your fears. You will hold on tight, but you know, let go. Everything in the universe is moving ahead. Sometimes I feel so lost. Sometimes I feel led. Sometimes it seems so slow. When it comes too fast. Once again, it's time to grow. Once again, at last, and you will cry out your tears. You will laugh out your fears. You will hold on tight, but you'll know. Let go. In this moment, everything's okay. All I need, just for today. So I'll say thank you, and I won't ask. I will remember this too shall pass, and I will cry out my tears. I will laugh out my fears. I will hold on tight, but I'll know. Let go. And you will cry out your tears. You will laugh out your fears. You will hold on tight, but you'll know. Let go. Let go. Let go.
All right, let's hear it for Georgia Kyle and Maria Victoria from Argentina. So grateful that you're here with us. So that was an original song by Kyle, by the way. It's called Let Go. What CD is that on? Music is My Medicine. Do we have those in the bookstore? Oh, we need to get some then, right? So this is obviously June, the month of June, if you've been keeping up. Last year I kind of forgot. Sometimes I still don't know what day it is. Hello? Anybody else? This month in June we have a lot to celebrate. This is a really big month full of celebration. Some of y'all know that this is Pride Month. Yes. Well, Pride isn't all about, it didn't start out to be all rainbows and vodka shots and running around in your underwear and stuff. And Cherry's laughing. And that's all we got to say about that. Okay. Oh, my goodness. So, Pride actually started out as a protest. Some might even say as a riot. The police back in the 60s used to like to go around and beat up on the gay people and take them to jail. And so one day in June, actually June the 28th, 1969, the police came to the Stonewall Inn bar, gay bar in Manhattan, and started beating up people and was going to put them in jail, and someone fought back. They started fighting back. And a lot of people don't know that the first person to fight back was Marsha P. Johnson, an African-American transgendered woman who some people say she threw a brick at the police, and some people say she threw a shot glass through a window. I'm not sure. But she stood up and said, I have rights too, and started fighting back. And so for the next 6 days, there were protests in that area of the city. And then the following year, they had a parade, and it just grew into what it is now. So I just wanted to give you a little history on that. Also, this month we're celebrating Juneteenth, which is June the 19th, which commemorates the date in 1865 when enslaved people in Texas learned of their freedom. So June the 19th, Juneteenth, is a day to celebrate freedom. And Judge Tammy is going to be speaking on that later this month, so give her a hand for saying yes. She also serves on our board, so we're very grateful to you. Thank you. So I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to share on that. And also, next Sunday is Father's Day, so we're going to be celebrating parents and the male parent energy, Father's Day. Even if you didn't like your father, there was probably God showing up as a male energy in your life some way. So we're celebrating God's aspect as power and the male energy, the creative force. So we'll talk more about that next week. But we do want to let you know that we're going to be celebrating Zoe and lots of other folks that have had accomplishments over the last year or two. Usually at this time of year, we like to celebrate the kids who have graduated high school, or they're going from pre-K to first grade, or celebrate people getting awards at school and stuff. And it's been a tough year, so we want to celebrate everybody. So if there's anything that kids of any age have accomplished over the last year or so, please let us know. So we ask you to send an email to our Youth Enrichment Program Director. Her name is Iris McGraw, and she'll be here next Sunday. And actually, we're going to be opening the fellowship hall next Sunday as well, so we can look forward to that. Send us to youth@unitysavannah.org. Youth@unitysavannah.org. Send us your picture and a little description of what you accomplished or what you overcame in the last year. So we want to celebrate with you, and that's what our service is going to be about, celebration. But also, here's something that was brought back to my attention this week, and you may not know about this, but yesterday, June the 12th, is Loving Day. Who knows about Loving Day? Yeah, so that celebrates the day in June 12th, 1967, when this couple here, Mildred and Richard Loving, took their marriage to the Supreme Court, because at the time they lived in Virginia and interracial marriage was against the law. They actually have a movie about them on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but they lived in Virginia, and it was illegal to be married to someone out of your race. But they went to Washington, D.C. and got married anyway. And when they came back to Virginia, somebody called the police on them, and they came by and said, you know, we're arresting you. And so they had the choice of like staying in jail or moving out of state. So they moved to Washington, D.C. for a while. And then they missed their family. They wanted to be home. And so they got with the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, and got a lawyer And they took their case all the way to the Supreme Court, and they won. So this was a landmark decision that not only legalized interracial marriage across the country, but it also paved the way for, and I know I'm not going to say this right, Obergefell versus Hodges, which was the Supreme Court ruling to make same-sex marriage legal. And actually, the Justice Anthony Kennedy cited their case when he gave his opinion on same-sex marriage, which became legal in 2015. So yesterday, June the 12th in 1967, was when the Supreme Court made their landmark decision to make interracial marriage legal in our country. And it's because these two people stood up. And so it's called Loving Day because their name is Mildred and Richard Loving, which I think is just so cool. So we owe them a big debt. So we're really grateful. And that's one thing I want to celebrate today is people who are standing up for what they believe in. But we want to be sure that when we stand up, we're not standing up from a place of resentment, of rage. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to get upset. You know, I talked about this last week. You know, I might get mad today, but if I'm still mad about the same thing next week, I have a resentment. And the word resentment comes from sentient, which means to feel, like the five senses, like sensate. So when we're resenting something, we're re-feeling it all over again. And we know what happens, thought plus feeling equals outcome. So if we want to hang on to that stuff, we're still going to get the same experience that we've been having. So it's important that when we stand up for something, we're not coming from a place of ego or our personality, but we're based on the Spirit. We're based on the Christ within us, right? I want to invite you just a moment to imagine that you're at your workplace, wherever you are. Or maybe you went into Starbucks or a coffee shop and you got a cup of coffee. So you're walking, so just bring that to mind. Just imagine where you are. Are you at work? Are you at a coffee shop? It doesn't matter. Pick somewhere. And you're walking along and someone comes up and bumps into you and you spill your coffee all over the place. Now, why did you spill your coffee? Huh? Why did you spill your coffee? Because someone bumped into you? Because you had coffee in your cup. If you had tea in your cup, you would have spilled your tea. If you had juice in your cup, you would have spilled your juice, right? So what's in your cup? Like, what are you carrying around with you every day? Do you even know? Because life is going to squeeze you. People are going to bump into you, right? And what happens when you squeeze a lemon? You get lemon juice. But if you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. I'd rather have orange juice. I don't know about you. If I had to drink a glass of juice, I'd rather have some orange juice. So what are you carrying around inside of you? This is why we do our meditation. This is why we have quiet time, to see what's going on in us. It's not just to connect with God. Yes, that's important and it's awesome. Come to our 9 o'clock service. All we do is pray. We don't have a talk. We have very beautiful piano music by Miss Linda. It's very nice and relaxing. We just pray. We're in the stillness, in the quiet together. And to just see what comes up. You know, it's so rewarding to spend time in the silence on a regular basis. Turn your phone off. You know, for like, if I try to meditate first thing in the morning, I go to sleep. I used to have a friend that would wake up in the morning, he would sit up in bed and meditate. And I'm like, I'll just go right back to sleep and miss my whole morning. Like, I can't do that. So what I've started doing is like, I get up, I put my coffee in my French press, if someone hasn't made it for me already, And then I set my timer for 7 minutes. So while I'm waiting on my coffee to brew, I meditate for 7 minutes. And then the alarm goes off. So if I do fall asleep, I wake back up and I have my coffee. And then throughout the day, I have little times to pause and pay attention to God. Y'all know when I get in my car, I say the prayer of protection before I go anywhere. And it's not because those are magic words. It's because I'm stopping to be aware of God's presence for a moment. Like Judy said, I put the bubble around me, like the little God bubble, and then I feel better. And then if somebody bumps into me, I'm not spilling mess out all over them. I'm able to respond with love. It's like an automatic thing. The more that I focus on what's inside of me, when life happens and I get squeezed, I'm not going to squeeze out things that I don't want all over everybody around me, right? So one way that we practice, a tool that we have to do this, is our third principle. Now remember what our third principle says? What is it? Thought plus feeling equals outcome. So whatever that we hold in mind, not a random thought, not a thought that just goes through your head because you have those all the time, but something that you're holding in mind and you're charging it with your feeling, then you're going to get that experience. And so this works whether your thought and your feeling is something pleasant or something not so pleasant, right? So if I'm resentful and I'm holding a thought about I'm really mad at so-and-so, and then I'm re-feeling that all the time, I'm just going to keep staying mad. And whatever I put out, I'm going to get back. The law of attraction, right? Whatever vibration I put out, I'm going to draw back to me. And I don't want to draw hate to me. I don't want to draw anger and resentment to me. So we have to practice. We have to work at changing our thoughts and changing our feelings. So when I was thinking about this week, I thought, what if the thought plus feeling equals outcome was like an algebraic formula where x plus y equals z? Then you plug in the values, right, to your, what are those called? Constants? I don't know. I just never get at math. Anyway, the x, y's, and z's, the letters. You fill them in with numbers, right, when you do your algebra problems in school. So what if you plugged in the thought was forgiveness, the feeling was gratitude, and the outcome was serenity? And this also goes along with the unity practices of what they used to call denials and affirmations. I call them releasing and affirmation, because denial to me is like, no, I'm just pretending this isn't happening. I'm just pretending that someone didn't just bump into my coffee, right? It's like more of like, yes, someone bumped into me and it has no power over me. Like it's not going to dictate how I'm going to respond or react or who I am, right? So a release, I'm releasing things I don't want in my life. And then the affirmation is gratitude in this example. So it's like, I clean my cup out by doing my forgiveness work, and then I fill it back up with some gratitude. Because that's what I want to spill out into the world, because I know if I keep doing that, then I'm going to experience serenity. I'm going to experience calm and poise and centeredness. And this is how I want to show up in the world. I don't want to show up out of control and spinning around and just reacting, knee-jerk reaction every time somebody squeezes me or bumps into me. I want to be able to respond from a place of centeredness and poise and purpose and strength. That feels powerful, doesn't it, to come from that place? Like, can you imagine going through life where anything that happened in your life, you responded from a place of power, a place of strength, a place of centeredness. I am the Christ of God in expression, and this has no power to move me at all. So we practice forgiveness and gratitude. So we empty our cup by doing our forgiveness work. And it was really wonderful when I was thinking about this talk today that I don't have any like really big forgiveness work to do except for me. I ain't mad at nobody. I get mad at me. I beat myself up. I'm worse to me than I am to anybody else in my life, So my practice right now is learning to forgive me, because forgiveness is about you. It is for giving to you. Like, you don't forgive somebody for them. Who was it? Somebody said one time that holding a grudge against someone else is like drinking poison and expecting them to die. That is so stupid. Like, you could be walking around carrying a big grudge against somebody else and they don't even know you exist. They haven't even given a second thought to you. So it's forgiving. Forgiveness is forgiving to yourself. So you don't have to carry this stuff around anymore. So we do our forgiveness work. And sometimes part of my forgiveness work is I have to make amends to the people that I've hurt. I have to go and say, I was wrong. I made a mistake. Please forgive me. What can I do to make this right between us? This is how I wash my cup out and keep it clean in my relationships with other people. Sometimes I have to go to God, say sorry. I messed up. And God says, I don't care. You're the one that has to do the forgiveness, not me. Because I'm unconditional love. I don't care. I love you anyway. You're awesome. Right? Tell somebody you're awesome. You're unconditional love. Tell someone you're unconditional love. See, we forget that. We forget what we are. And our forgiveness work helps us to remind us. So there isn't a God out there that's mad at you, that's going to punish you for anything. We punish ourselves. We're not punished for our sins. We're punished by our sins. And remember, in unity, when we say sin, we're talking about missing the mark, making a mistake, not hitting the target. Okay? And so then when we empty our cup, we have to fill it up with something that we want. Because if we don't fill it up, somebody else is going to fill it up for us. Yeah? And people have been doing that for us our whole lives. Well-intentioned a lot of times. Your conscious mind is the boss of your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the mind that does the work. It's the mind that's connected to the universal mind. Your subconscious mind is the little part of the big mind that we're all a part of. And your conscious mind directs your subconscious mind. So unless you're consciously telling your subconscious what to do, somebody else is telling your subconscious what to do. Now, it may be somebody a long time ago told you something that got stuck in your subconscious. And if somebody tells you something with a big charge to it, you're likely to hold on to it longer. Thought plus feeling equals outcome, right? So our subconscious is like a garden that we tend. And we plant the seeds that we want to grow. And if we don't plant the seeds, someone else will plant them for us. There's plenty of people on social media right now that want to plant seeds in your garden. So are you letting them do that or not? Or are you the one who is consciously planting seeds in your subconscious, telling your subconscious what to do? Your conscious mind is the boss of your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is what does the work. So when we focus on gratitude, this is one of the highest vibrations that we can experience on the planet. Gratitude and joy. Right up there at the top of the scale of some of the coolest things that we can do while we're here. And so when we consciously do our forgiveness work, clean out our cup, our subconscious mind, and we do the affirmative prayer work to plant the seeds of gratitude, then we experience serenity. So it's very easy to plant those gratitude seeds. Just spend some time each day thinking about what you're grateful for. What are you grateful for right now in this minute? Like, just think of it. I woke up this morning. God is so good. Any day on the right side of the grass is a good day, right, Dan? Who else? What are you grateful for? Creativity, yes. The fountain outside. I love that fountain. That is an awesome fountain. Yes. Great. What? Grace. Ooh. Ooh. What does grace mean to you? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like the Joker. It's the wild card in God's deck. Yeah, it's like, wow. Okay, thanks. Where did that come from? Oh, I needed that little reminder today. Thank you. So the more we do our forgiveness work and we follow it up with our gratitude work, the more we experience serenity, because thought plus feeling equals outcome, right? And don't you want to be serene? You know? That doesn't mean that you're just floating around in bliss all day long, not paying attention to what's going on around you. It means you're poised, you're centered, you're grounded. Bam! Nothing can disturb the calm peace of my soul because I'm serene, I'm content, I'm okay, things are good. Bump into me, oh, sorry. Have a little gratitude. A little love spilling. You might need a little bit today, or you wouldn't have bumped into me like that. Here, take some. Because we're not working on becoming serene for ourselves. We don't practice our prosperity principles so we can collect a bunch of stuff and see who has the most money or the shiniest car. It's so we can be of service to other people. It's so we can give what we've so freely received through grace, because God just gives all the time and creates. And we've learned how to open ourselves to do it. So it's our responsibility to help other people learn how to do that too. But see, the point about practicing prosperity principles is not to get rich. It's so you don't have to worry about money. Not worrying about how you're going to pay your bills frees up a huge space in your consciousness. And some of y'all like, because worrying about how you're going to pay your bills is like, oh my God, like what else are you going to think about? If you think you might be out on the street, or if you are already, what are you thinking about? But we work with prosperity principles and we learn to build a prosperity consciousness, so we're not worried about those things anymore. Even though life is bumping into us or squeezing us, we can still stay in this place where God is good and God never runs out. And I am that abundance in expression. That's why we do our prosperity work. That's why we do our work to become serene and experience serenity, because if we're not worried about anything, if we're getting along okay with everybody else, we're not like bumping into people or squeezing other people, right? Then we have all this creative energy that comes pouring through us. When our mind and our hearts are clear, we are open to divine ideas 100%. So if I'm doing work that I love, that it's more than a job, it's an adventure. Sorry. It's fun. I love to do it. Well, then we're not constantly constricted. And then the creative juices flow, and suddenly we're helping other people and we don't even know it. So, forgiveness plus gratitude equals serenity, so that we can be of 100% maximum use to God and the people around us. And that's what we're celebrating today, because we know about this, right? So I asked Kyle, is he in here? There he is. If he would read another daily word for us today. And so we're going to close with this idea. I wanted to write it down so I didn't forget it. When we keep our cup clean, by practicing forgiveness and gratitude, we live from a place of serenity, and we're better able to use our gifts and our talents to help change the world for good. Just like our heroes that we saw earlier, Martha P. Johnson and Mildred and Richard Loving and all the other people that are standing up. So what do you got for us, Kyle?
Serenity.
Imagine that.
I was praying for it this morning, my very self. I find serenity in all circumstances, knowing God is within and all around me. There is a place inside me that is untouched by the chaos of the world, a part entirely centered in the awareness of the divine love and unlimited possibility that is God. No matter what is happening outside of me, I can reach this space by pausing, breathing deeply, and anchoring my consciousness there. As I do these things, I find calm and discord. Within turmoil, I sense serenity. Feeling lost, I am suddenly found. I am never alone because God is within me. I am never past hope because I am within God. Right at the center of who and what I am is my guiding light. Every possible solution already known. I stand serenely within any challenge because I stand within God. From Thessalonians, now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and all ways. The Lord be with all of you. So our affirmation is, I find serenity in all circumstances, knowing God is within and all around me. I find serenity in all circumstances, knowing God is within and all around me.
Well, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release, I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Come on, Kyle. How about a hand for our band? Let me hear you sing it. I release, I let go, let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. So we have 5 basic unity principles that we teach and practice. So let's review those together right now. Our first principle. Is it there? I can't see it. Okay. Let's say that together. There is only one presence in our lives and in the universe, God. Our second principle, we are everything that God is. Together, we are the Christ of God in expression. Our third principle we've been talking about a lot this morning. It is thought plus feeling equal outcome. We call this the law of mind action. Now, our fourth principle reminds us what? There is power in affirmative prayer and meditation. And our fifth principle, we must live the truth that we know. So one way that we practice spiritual principle is through the activity of tithing. This is to open up the flow, let go, and open up the flow, right? And we practice prosperity, not so we can pile up a bunch of stuff, but why? So we can help other people. So we can be the best us that we can be. So if you'd like to make a financial offering to Unity, now is your opportunity. We have a little table back at the back of the room where our Revs are standing. How about a hand for Rev Judith and Rev Ev? Thank you very much. So if you'd like to make a tithe or a love offering, anytime you feel, just move to the back and you can place your offering in the bowl. We've got some tithe envelopes back there. And when we get finished, we're going to ask the Revs to come up and we're going to bless our good.
I'm thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now. I am thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right
Now. Right here. Right here, right now. All of God's good is available to us. All we have to do is open ourselves. So this morning, we're not just blessing this offering, we're blessing your bank account. We're blessing your house and your car and your relationships. We're affirming good health and wholeness for you and the people that you love. So join me together in our prosperity affirmation together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful, and so it is. So grateful in this moment right now. So we have some special guests in the house this morning. So we're going to do a special song just for them. I think Lincoln had to go look at the fountain. There he is. This song is for Lincoln and Arlo and Jude. Here's a little bit of Papa Dale for you. When the church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother, come on in. Kick off your shoes, try to loosen some blues. This old house ain't got nothing to lose. Get in the grill, start spreading the news. Kick off your shoes, Serenity shakes the blues. Church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother, come on in. What's it? Off your shoes, try to loosen the blues. This old house ain't got nothing to lose. Been here for years, start spreading the news now, Arlo. Come on, baby. Kick off your shoes, Serenity shakes the blues. Well, if the church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother knocking. If the church is rocking, don't bother, come on in. Well, if the church is rocking, don't bother, come on in. Well, if the church is rocking, don't bother, come on in. Let's all stand for our closing song now. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With earth as our mother, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin to reign. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous time. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All right. I am grateful.